What if I told you there's a mathematical operation beyond exponentiation and tertiation? Pentation is the operation that calculates unimaginably large numbers that are too big. So basically, pentation is repeated tertiation. Yeah, and they have higher priority. Okay, so what? So many people get confused with the symbol. Hold on. Okay, the number. This number looks like a base. This is a 3, by the way. This number over here looks like a base, but it's actually not. Okay? It's like the down exponent on the left. Yeah. Okay? So that's the bottom exponent on the left. Okay? So this this is not equal. Some get confused on this. 2 divided. This looks like 3 squared, which is 9, but that's actually incorrect. This actually shows 2 pentated to 3. So basically, when it's x pentated to y, this actually equals x terated to x, so on terated to x, and that whole thing is gonna be y times. So we gotta terate x y times. Okay, so we gotta follow this rule over here, and then let's go calculate step by step. So we gotta terate 2 3 times. So 2 terated to 2 terated to 2. Now instead, like in teration, we gotta do the exponents first, the upper exponents, and then just like in pentation, we gotta do this first, the teration heights. Okay, so I know what 2 terated to 2 is. It actually equals 4, which equals 2 terated to 4. So in my other videos, we said that 2 terated to 4 is 65,536. Okay, so this actually equals 65,536. Okay, just a little bit overview. So this tells you the left exponent or terration height tells you how many times to raise the base number. So we gotta raise 2 4 times. So just like in pentation, we gotta start with the exponent thingy. We gotta start with this. Okay, so 2 squared is 4, and then 2 raised to the 4th power is 16, which equals 2 raised to 16 power, giving us this. That's how you calculate the basic pentation expressions. Okay, so let's go do the next one. What is 3 pentated to 2? What is that? It tells you how many times to terate the base number by. So we gotta terate 3 2 times, which equals 3 terated to 3, and then I know that I can convert it to exponential form by just moving the exponent to the right and then exponentiating 3 times. Okay? Now, after that step, You just evaluate the upper exponents. So 3 cubed is 27. This is the answer, but it's unimaginably large. Okay? So I'm gonna type it in my calculator. So 3, I'm gonna type in 3 tetrated to 2. 3 pentated to 2. Okay? So my calculator says 7 comma 625 comma 597 comma 484 comma and then 987 comma 987, not the comma. Okay, so this is the answer. I will be accepting these two. Yeah, you see this number over here is unimaginably large. Like, you can't even guess the right number. I'll read this. So this is the hundredths place. That's the hundredths place. That's the 100 millionths place. That's the 100 billionths place. That's the 100 trillionths place. And then, hold on. So hundredths place, 100,000ths place, 100 millionths place, 100 billionths place. So this actually equals 7 quadrillion 625. Hold on. This should equal to this the hundredths place. This is the 100,000ths place. This is the 100 millionths place. That's the 100 billionths place. So that should equal 7 trillion 625 billion 597 million 484,987. That's so large, you know? Okay, let's go do another example. 2 pentated to 4. Let's go do that. This is the last example, actually. Okay, so we gotta tetrate. We gotta tetrate 2 4 times. Starting with the upper exponent or upper tetration, we gotta start with 2 tetrated to 2. So 2 tetrated to 2 is 4. And then we gotta evaluate. 2 tetrated to 4 is 65,536. So this actually equals 2 tetrated to 65,536. I don't know what happened to my 5, but I just gotta move the 2 a little bit. Hold on. This is the answer, but when you try to calculate it, this will actually equal to 2 raised to the 2 raised to the 2. 65,536 times. So when you try to calculate the super large number for 2 tetrated to 65,536, it's going to be unimaginably large. Imagine if you wrote imagine if you wrote this whole thing for years. Probably it's gonna take years, but probably a little faster. But answer as this too. But the recommended version of this is this. So I recommend of doing this, not this. Okay? If you find my video helpful, please make sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.